And welcome back. You just heard Vogue by Madonna, obviously, and we're on Friday, and I have my next guests with me. We have Adam Salathiel, Amber Salathiel, and Jake Lippiett. Yep. Oh, I got it right. I looked at the name and went, I hope I get that one right. And they are involved with Tarzan, which was happening at Quilini on the 8th of July. I know it opens on that day. So welcome to our show. This is Dancing with the Decades, and you're listening with Cheryl.
Great. Thank you very much for having us.
That's awesome. So, Adam, directing.
Yes.
Why Tarzan?
Tarzan. It's a show that appeals to all ages. It's something that a family can get behind, kids get involved, and even some of the adults love to just jive along with the music that's in it.
Awesome. And so I see you got a passion for theatre, and you've been in theatre for a while, because I do know you. He's a friend of mine too, so yes. We've got sort of that happening. So where did your passion start?
It started when I was probably about Amber's age, when I was in early teens. I was living up in Karratha, and it was a very small community town, and not much was happening. You were either involved in sport or you were involved in theatre. So I got involved in a local theatre company, just helping paint props and set pieces and stuff, and before I knew it, I was on stage, backstage, lighting, sound, doing everything, and it just grew from there. It was something that we really enjoyed doing, and getting out there and meeting new people, and it was just heaps and heaps of fun.
Awesome. Can you remember any shows that have been difficult to put on, or difficult to be in, or not difficult, but anything difficult on theatre as such?
Difficult to put on recent years, obviously due to COVID-19 and that sort of stuff. That's put a bit of a spin on some of the shows that we've been doing, so it's made it more challenging. Difficult. We've certainly never had a difficult show as such, because they've all been heaps of fun, and we all get along as a family environment, and doing community theatre with everybody, everybody pitches in, because no one gets paid to do what we do. We're all volunteers, and we all do it for the love of it. So it's never really been a difficult show as such. Certainly one of the more challenging ones that we did was Oliver, basically because we had a 2-story set and everything we had to build on stage. And we're going down a similar pathway with Tarzan as well, because having a 2-story set and multiple different levels certainly makes it more challenging, and certainly makes it more athletic for the actors to learn how to jump up and down and become gorillas on stage. So it's challenging. I wouldn't say it's difficult though.
It's a show for people to monkey around in. So if you ever want to put it on, do it later on. But yeah, it's one of those funny shows. Favourite show? Have you got a favourite show?
Favourite show for me? Look, I would have to say musicals. It would have to be Newsies.
Yeah.
Absolutely love Newsies. It's one of my passionate shows I'd love to see put on. And I'd love to be in it as well. But the issue with that one is it just requires way too many men. As far as a play is concerned, I'd have to go with Driving Miss Daisy. It's a classic.
Awesome. Have you done any fun ones, like fun pantos or
Yeah, pantomimes. I was involved probably about I'm going to show my age. Probably about 7-8 years ago now with Johnny Grimm, Aladdin Sane Productions. It's a long time ago. He actually wrote his own pantomime, and I played the Grand Dame, and was actually dressed up in drag and had my fairy wings and everything. It was certainly something interesting to watch. And yeah, it was a huge amount of fun. The other one we've been involved with was a Judith Pryor production, A Wink at the Sphinx, where I played a pharaoh, which was a lot of audience participation, and ended up with me ending up wearing not much other than just my boxers on stage at the end of the show. So it was it was a very interesting show.
Awesome. We also have the guy who's playing Tarzan, Jake Lippiett, here. And is it this your first show? On stage?
No, definitely not. I've done
that, but that's okay. My information was wrong.
I think it might be his first lead.
First singing sort of lead in that sort of.
There we go. That's what it was. Sorry, my information was wrong. That was me.
No. No, definitely. It's definitely my first show as a lead in this sort of magnitude, like such as the sort of the title role.
So when was your start in theatre, and what was your inspiration?
I started in theatre probably around year 11 in high school, I started going to ATAR drama and did all that sort of gigs and that. And we used to have sort of drama nights and the like. And one of the drama nights we did a big thing of the Laramie Project. Our year did the Laramie Project, and I played the father, and I just got up there, and it was, I don't know if you've heard of the Laramie Project, but it's quite like an emotional sort of story about, sort of, differences in communities and all that. So it's very, very great play. But yeah, that was probably where I got my start in theatre. I got up there and I just loved every second of it. I was like, I want to do this for a living now, so it's going to be great. And that was about 4 or 5 years ago. Yeah.
Still passion
Got
there.
bitten by the theatre bug ever since.
Yeah, it's been awesome. So what types of shows have you been in since they were 11, or you just?
Yeah. I obviously did a couple of different. So the first sort of musical I got into after that was High School Musical, the Disney High School Musical. At the high school I was at as well. So that was really fun, and that was during COVID time. So I had to come back, even though I was at uni, which I'm like studying theatre at uni as well. So I was doing shows there, and then came back and did High School Musical at high school, my old high school, and So I did that, and I just do a lot of shows for the uni. Most recently, I did a show called Escape by Liam Warbers. It's an original piece, and we performed that down in the Buston Performing Arts Festival. That was just recently, a couple of weeks ago, and that was. I
haven't ventured down Bustleton yet.
It's really fun. It was at Shelter Brewing Co., like a big brewing company. But yeah, it was awesome. Like I just love sort of acting and performing, and it's been great. I've just really been trying to get into everything I can ever since, and then
awesome. So what's it like preparing for Tarzan? So what sorts of things do you have to do to prepare to be Tarzan?
Yeah, quite a lot of things. There's a lot of singing in there, which I don't really have a massive singing background. I come from more of an acting sort of background, but just more vocal exercises that I'm used to. But it's been great. I've had a lot of help with that, and physically as well, just kind of getting rid of that uni student body and getting into a dude who's grown up in the jungle, raised by apes, and just increase my workouts a bit. So I try and get about an hour or 2 hours done every day of high intensity HIIT training, which is like a bit of like strength and that sort of training, and then I get cardio in try and get it in every day or every day where I can, and just a nice diet, like mostly vegetarian stuff at the moment. I mean, I try to get obviously like proteins and that in there, but just having to cut out a lot of carbs because there's going to be less shirtage and that on stage.
I heard bananas are okay.
Yeah. I'm actually not the biggest fan of bananas, but I try and get them in like a nice little milkshake or something like that. Yeah.
No worries. And we also have Amber, who is one of many things in Tarzan. She's a bit of a talented person, this one, and she's one of the youngest ones in the room, actually. And so Amber, hello.
Hi.
So when was your start in theatre? I know was that, but tell the listeners when your start in theatre was.
Oh, well, I know that when I was not really born, but apparently whenever my dad did the rehearsals or show nights for Pirates, Penzance, I would always kick along in time to the music. So from there, my dad thought that, yep, she's going to be a theatre kid.
Yes, Amber started out as enjoying theatre inside her mum's stomach.
Yes.
She was actually born on opening night of Pirates of Penzance when we did it 13 years ago down in Mandurah.
Yes. I also have been in a numerous amount of shows like Oliver. I was an orphan, pickpocketer, and a chair. My favourite bit of the show was a chair. I got to be a chair for one of the leads. I loved it.
That was awesome. So what's your experience been like in Tarzan?
It's been lots of fun. I get along really well with the cast. Yeah.
You can say it. The director's mean.
So what's some of the things that you like about Tarzan?
Well, I like a lot of things. I like the different scenes, and I like how it's got not only part of the jungle, but it's also got like the human world as well.
Awesome. and you play how many characters? I know you got a couple.
I've got 2. I play an ape and a flower.
Awesome. So, when is Tarzan playing?
Yep.
It's on the 8th of July. There's 2 shows on the 9th of July. 1 show on the 15th of July and 2 shows on the 16th of July.
Awesome. And where can we buy tickets from?
Colini Arts Centre.
Awesome. See, the information guru there. But is there anything other you want to talk about Tarzan?
Basically,
go?
as I said, Tarzan, it's a family-orientated show. Tickets are on sale now, and they are selling fast. So we're certainly urging people to not miss out. So get down to Corleany Arts Centre or go online, corleany.com.au. The sooner the tickets are purchased, there is a potential we may be able to do more shows. Some of the cast members aren't too happy about me telling them that, but we'll see.
I'm down.
But yeah, like I said, like Amber said, we've got 6 shows on at the moment, and yeah, hopefully we can sell them out. And once we get Tarzan up and running, we can start on our next production going on next year and moving forward. But yeah, it's a great family show, fun for the kids. It's during the school holidays, so any parents out there that are going to be tearing their hair out with the kids at home, it's a perfect opportunity to come down to the Corleany Arts Centre and yeah, just have a great
Awesome. What's next in the pipelines for you, if you've got anything lined up?
At the moment, we're still waiting on the rights holders to get back to us, but hopefully we'll be including it within the Tarzan program. We're looking at the potential of doing Les Mis live in concert. So we're going to be looking for a lot of musicians and a lot of singers, a lot of actors for that one, because that hopefully, if we can get the rights finalised, which is hoping to happen this week, and we're looking at doing it outside on the amphitheatre stage at Corleany. So if that goes ahead, it's going to be somewhere in the vicinity of between 50 to 60 people on stage, not including musicians. So it's going to be bigger than Ben-Hur, as they say.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming in today and imparting your information on Tarzan and your theatre experience. It's great. I love theatre as well, and I can't wait to see it. Well, I can't. Well, actually, I might be able to see it. I don't know, because I'll be backstage singing. So I'll be there, but I'm going to put a song on in ode of that. So here we go with not that one. There we go. You'll Be in My Heart by Phil Collins.